This is a 20,000 Ariary banknote with the largest denomination in Madagascar, on which a Chinese hybrid rice is clearly printed. There is a touching story behind this. Chinese experts spent more than 10 years teaching the people of Madagascar to grow rice. Today, the rice planting area in Madagascar has exceeded 70,000 hectares, helping 700,000 people get rid of hunger. In order to express gratitude for China's assistance, Madagascar deliberately printed the Chinese hybrid rice pattern on their largest denomination banknotes in 2017. In 2023, an official from the Ministry of Agriculture of Madagascar said in an interview that without China's agricultural technology, Madagascar's rice development would not be so amazing. So how did China do this? It can make 700,000 people no longer suffer from hunger. If you like our video content, please click to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can receive all our latest video content. Now, let's get into today's topic. Madagascar is located in the southwest of the Indian Ocean, across the sea from the African continent. As the largest island in Africa, Madagascar has a population of about 30 million and a land area of nearly 600,000 square kilometers. But in the past few decades, the country's economy has mainly relied on agriculture, with more than 80% of the population engaged in agricultural production, among which rice is one of the most important crops. As far as I know, the country has about 2.9 million hectares of cultivated area, of which 1.5 million hectares are cultivated for rice, accounting for more than half of the total cultivated area. Because Madagascar has a very diverse climate type, with tropical rainforests and tropical savannas, the monsoon blowing from the Indian Ocean brings a lot of water vapor, forming a humid rainforest climate on the island. In theory, this unique geographical condition should give Madagascar a great advantage in rice cultivation and the potential to become a major rice-growing country. However, in reality, Madagascar is one of the least developed countries in the world, and even severe famines often break out. Due to the lack of high-quality rice seeds, Madagascar's rice production has not been able to meet domestic demand. The country's average rice yield is only 2.5 to 3.5 tons per hectare. In addition, local farmers mainly rely on traditional farming methods and lack modern agricultural technology and tools, resulting in low production efficiency. What's more serious is that the shortage of funds makes many farmers unable to afford the necessary fertilizers and herbicides, which further weakens their planting efficiency. In the past decade, Madagascar has often suffered from droughts, especially in 2020, when the country suffered the worst drought in 40 years. The drought directly affected agricultural production and led to a significant reduction in food production. According to statistics, the poverty rate in Madagascar is as high as 70%, and about 30% of the area faces food shortages. Poverty and hunger have threatened countless lives in this land for decades, and even 1 in 5 children has died of hunger or malnutrition, and nearly 2 million people are facing the threat of famine. Although Western countries have provided more than $80 million in financial assistance to Madagascar in the past few decades, this help has not fundamentally improved their living conditions. Fortunately, in 2006, at the Beijing summit of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, China pledged to establish 10 distinctive agricultural technology demonstration centers in Africa. At the summit, the leaders of Madagascar signed a 20-year agricultural aid plan with China. In order to help Madagascar achieve its goal of food self-sufficiency as soon as possible, the Hybrid Rice Demonstration Center assisted by China was officially launched in 2007. Since then, more than 20 Chinese agricultural technology experts have come here to carry out scientific research, demonstration, and promotion. At first, Chinese agricultural experts believed that as long as the quality of Madagascar's rice seeds and farming techniques were improved, the country's hunger problem could be solved. However, when these experts came to Madagascar, they found that the problem was far more complicated than expected. Due to differences in natural environments such as climate and soil in various countries, some rice varieties that perform well in China cannot grow here. The area in Madagascar with tropical rainforest climate conditions suitable for planting only accounts for 3% of the country's land area. Most of the rest of the country is covered by deserts and forests, and the land suitable for arable land is very limited. What is more serious is that soil erosion and sandstorms in recent years have made the problem of desertification of cultivated land increasingly serious, which has further restricted the development of agricultural production. Faced with these challenges of the natural environment, Chinese agricultural experts soon realized that it was not enough to introduce high-quality seeds and advanced technology. Considering the complex local climate and soil conditions, they began to study rice varieties adapted to the Madagascar environment and explore effective soil improvement and protection methods. In order to find the most suitable hybrid rice experimental base, the Chinese agricultural technology expert team almost ran through all the rice-growing areas in Madagascar. After 3 months of hard work, they finally selected 3 hybrid rice seed cultivation bases suitable for local conditions. One of the bases is located in Tamatov. Tamatov has a low latitude and a temperature close to China's South China Sea, which makes it an ideal test site for Chinese hybrid rice. The yield per hectare of hybrid rice experiments here is expected to reach 3 to 4 times that of local conventional rice. However, when the experiment really started, Chinese agricultural experts found that although the climatic conditions here were not ideal, the greater challenge was that the locals did not trust the hybrid rice from China. They preferred to continue using the original seeds and traditional farming methods. After a month of hard work, Chinese experts successfully leased 5 hectares of land from farmers, most of which were long-abandoned cold-soaked fields and swamps. The experts worked hard to clear tree roots, dig ditches to drain water, and transform these wastelands into fields suitable for cultivation for breeding rice seeds. In the process, they cultivated more than 80 rice varieties and continuously screened and tested them in the fields. Finally, in 2012, 3 hybrid rice varieties selected by the Tamatov base passed the approval of the Madagascar government. This is the first time that China has successfully cultivated hybrid rice varieties in Africa and passed the approval of the local government. In order to adapt to the diverse ecological environment of Madagascar, Chinese experts took approved seeds to test planting all over the island. From sowing, transplanting, weeding, pest control to harvesting, the experts went to the fields in person to teach local farmers. By 2015, Madagascar had cultivated 5 hybrid rice varieties suitable for local cultivation, 3 of which were originally bred in Tamatov. Now, the first phase of China's hybrid rice aid project in Madagascar has been completed, with a cumulative planting area of more than 75,000 hectares and an average of 8 to 12 tons of rice per hectare, which is nearly 3 times the yield of local traditional rice varieties. With continuous assistance over the past decade, Chinese agricultural experts have held hundreds of training courses in Madagascar, trained more than 5,000 trainees, and indirectly taught agricultural techniques to more than 50,000 farmers. According to incomplete statistics, Madagascar's rice production has achieved a historic breakthrough. By 2022, the country's average rice yield per mu has reached 500 kilograms, and the annual output has exceeded 2 million tons. With the long-term support of Chinese experts, hybrid rice has become increasingly popular among farmers in Madagascar, and the planting area has continued to expand. Many growers said that hybrid rice is more tolerant to adverse climatic conditions such as drought, which significantly improves the harvest. The Ministry of Agriculture of Madagascar said that Chinese hybrid rice has produced more than 8 million tons of rice in total, allowing 700,000 Madagascar people to completely get rid of the trouble of hunger. It is worth mentioning that Madagascar's rice planting has achieved good results and attracted more partners. In 2018, a large trading company in Madagascar signed an agreement with a Chinese seed company to promote hybrid rice locally. In Morondava, the promotion area of hybrid rice has reached 400 hectares. In order to better promote China's hybrid rice to other African countries, in 2019, the African branch of the China National Hybrid Rice Engineering Research Center was established in Madagascar. This is the first hybrid rice research center in Africa operated by a company. The center not only trains agricultural technicians, but also systematically supports local seed companies, establishes sales networks, and reduces seed production costs, so that more ordinary farmers can afford and use high-yield hybrid rice seeds. Now, Chinese experts have predicted that the promotion of 100,000 hectares of hybrid rice in the future will hopefully solve Madagascar's rice self-sufficiency problem. In the near future, China's hybrid rice technology will help Madagascar achieve increased grain production, not only self-sufficiency, but may even transform from a grain importer to an exporter. Madagascar is also expected to become the first African country to develop the entire industrial chain of hybrid rice breeding, seed production, planting, processing, and sales. In 2023, during the visit of the former Secretary General of the Ministry of Agriculture of Madagascar to China, the second phase of the hybrid rice technology project was promoted, and demonstration planting was planned in 8 major rice-producing areas across the island. The two sides will also further strengthen cooperation in the fields of hybrid rice, junqiao, and agricultural product exports to China to help Madagascar ensure food security and improve people's living standards. In fact, China's hybrid rice has not only helped Madagascar. According to statistics, the annual planting area of hybrid rice in the world reaches 8 million hectares. Based on the average increase of 8 tons of rice per hectare, the annual increase in grain production is 64 million tons, which can feed an additional 80 to 100 million people. To not miss out on our future projects and news updates, please make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. We will continue to provide you with more exciting and interesting content.